Hi, no, I'll be with you in a minute. I gotta make sure that all this stuff is exactly where it belongs tonight.
Well, can't you do that tomorrow morning?
No, I have to do it tonight. I won't have time in the morning.
Why?
Because everybody has strict orders to be at the bank an hour early tomorrow to meet the efficiency expert who is being sent over to check on how Mr. Mooney is running the bank.
Efficiency expert. Is Mr. Mooney worried?
Is he? I haven't seen him so scared since his wife started taking karate lessons.
Well, I don't blame him for worrying. Those efficiency experts can be very tough, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah, we had one working at the studio. He came in to show him how to save money on a picture we were making called Gunfighter at Gower Gulch. And, you know, he figured out a way they didn't have to pay the actors.
How?
They used real bullets.
Oh, Mary Jane, you're joking.
Yeah, I heard that on the Red Skelton show.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Of course, I don't know what they need with an efficiency expert around here when they've got Mr. Mooney. You know he never wastes a thing. He makes me straighten out bent paper clips. He makes me tie knots in old rubber bands. You know what he had me do last week?
What?
Send out my typewriter ribbon to be dry cleaned.
That's real efficient.
That's real cheap. Okay, I'm ready to go.
What are you doing?
I'm getting in training for Mooney's new time clock.
In training for a time clock?
Yeah, if you don't punch it, it punches you.
You're joking, Lucy.
Yeah, I heard that on the Jackie Gleason show. Come on, let's go.
Now, Mr. Caston, the efficiency expert, has made drastic personnel changes at other branches of this bank because they were not run properly. However, Mr. Caston will find no fault at my bank because it is run competently by conscientious workers, with one possible exception. Why are you late? All right, answer me. Why are you late?
Well, I
That's the same excuse you gave me the last time.
Mr. Mooney, I'm not late. The bank isn't even open yet.
I specifically requested everyone to be here 1 hour early this morning, and everyone was here 1 hour early except you, and you are 10 minutes late.
Well, that's an improvement. I'm usually 15 minutes late.
You see? You can't even be late on time. Never mind, there's no time for excuses. Now, staff, remember, this is a very important occasion for our organization. I want this bank to get a special commendation from Mr. Caston. What?
It's him. It's the efficiency expert.
No, it is not the efficiency expert.
Oh, who is it?
It's Mr. Grantland, a very important prospective client.
Oh, it's a client. It's Mr. Graham, not Grant.
Quiet!
Quiet!
Good morning, Mr. Grantland.
Good morning, Mr. Mooney. Nice to see you. Am I a little too early?
Oh, no, that's quite all right, sir, quite all right. I was just giving the morning instructions to my staff.
Well, please continue. Don't let me interrupt.
Well, thank you very much, sir. Will you have cigars, sir?
Thank you.
Well, why don't you sit down, make yourself comfortable?
Thank you.
Now then, staff, as manager of this bank, I will see you through. If you follow my instructions, I'm sure Mr. Caston will be very impressed.
All right, everybody, up on your toes. Look alive. Man is here. All right, now get this. The name is Caston. Oliver Caston, okay for short.
Good morning, Mr. Caston. I am Theodore J. Mooney, the manager of the bank.
Well, ding, 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 bring out the news. Why is everybody standing around? This is a bank, not a morgue. Now stop standing around like a bunch of stiffs. Tellers, get behind your cages. Bookkeepers, back to your books. And filing clerks, back to your files. Back to work. Move around. No smoking on the job. What's a bounce? Either shape up or ship out. Get back to work. Work.
Mr. Caston, sir, you've made a terrible mistake.
I don't make mistakes. I correct them.
But, sir, Mr. Grantland doesn't work here. He is a prospective and important client.
How are you? Glad to see you. Glad to see you. Sorry about that cigar. Just a little jar. How are you? Yeah, take this one. There's a cigar in the 40. You like sloppiness? Pick it up! Pick it up! Move it! Pick it up! Sorry about that. What is he standing there without a light? Light!
Yes, the light.
Is it too important for you to get out a light? A light? But wait a minute. Oh, this is a good girl. Nice to see somebody around here who is efficient. Efficiency is the lifeblood of this business, and this girl is efficient. Cheers! I don't want any screaming. Don't suck your thumb. It's a dead giveaway. Oh, I like your style, Red. You've got a good career around here. Mark my words, Mooney, this girl is going places.
Yes, and I'd like to tell her where. Mr. Caston, sir. Mr. Caston.
Just call me OK.
Okay. I mean, if you excuse me, sir, Mr. Granson and I have some important business to discuss.
Is that so? What are we hanging around here for? Move it! Go!
Mr. Granson, go.
All right, you, Red.
Me?
You, where do you think you're going?
With Mr. Mooney.
Yeah, she's my secretary.
Oh, you sly dog, you.
Why, I don't want to
No, that'll come later. Never mind, we've got work to do. You go. Hey, Red.
Yes, sir.
You come with me. Come.
Yes.
Now, what? Don't crowd me, will you, kid?
I'm
I got
sorry.
work to do.
I didn't mean to.
It's quite all right. Here, file this in the vault. Now, the thing we got to do is... I see what you're doing. Staring at my bald head, huh?
Oh, no, sir, I
Never
wasn't.
mind. It's my proudest possession. I used to have a beautiful full head of curls. Pulled them all out by the roots.
Why?
Why? Because 5 minutes every day is saved by not having to comb a lot of messy hair.
Oh.
That's efficiency.
Yes, sir. By the way, sir, my name is Lucille Carmichael.
Lucille Carmichael?
Yes,
That's the
sir.
name? Carmichael. Let me see. Carmichael, that's 3 syllables. Lucille, 2 syllables. Together, that's 5 syllables. In an average day, I'll have to address you 41 times. That's a total of 205 syllables. Too long. I'll just call you Red.
Yes, sir.
Now, let's get cracking. Show me about the bank. There's work to be done. Come with me. Come.
If we go
Why don't you want to buy? Why do you insist on crowding me?
I didn't mean. I'm sorry,
Crowding
sir.
me is just a waste of time.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Don't you ever waste any time at all, sir?
Can't afford to. You see, I have 12 children to support.
Well, children. How long you been married?
12 years. That's sufficiency. Come.
Well, Mr. Mooney, I think the terms and conditions of this agreement are more than fair.
Well, thank you. Our bank is most anxious to have the Grantland Toy Company as a member of our happy family.
Well, now, if my board of directors agree with the terms of this loan, I think I can assure you of the Grantland Toy Company account.
Oh, good.
You'll be seeing me very shortly.
Well, you're fine, sir. Fine. It's been a pleasure doing business with you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Mooney.
Thank you, sir.
Goodbye.
Oh, Mooney, you rascal. You've done it again.
Mr. Caston is not going to like you wasting time dancing.
Oh, has he finished his tour of the bank yet?
Yes, and you know something? He is a very amazing man. He keeps going like perpetual motion. Go, work, quick. I wonder what makes him repeat everything.
I think his mother was frightened by a bunch of radishes. Now, look, has he suggested any changes for the bank?
Not yet, but I'm sure he's going to. Yeah, he's been walking around looking at everything, shaking his head, and making little notes in a black notebook.
Oh. Well, I'm going to make sure that he finds nothing wrong in here. Let's see. That's all right. The filing cabinet. Good. That's over there. Aha!
What?
I found something.
What?
The wall heater. It's in a direct line with the water cooler.
So?
Well, that isn't efficient. You see, the water isn't as cool as it should be because of its contact with the hot air.
Say, it's pretty good thinking. I think you're an expert on hot air.
What? I know what you mean. I better move this thing. Where can I put it? Yes, this will be a good place right here, I think. All right. Over here. There. I'll put the chair back. Yeah. Oh, yes, that's better.
I think so, too.
Yes, well, I hope our Mr. Efficiency expert approves of this.
Mr. Mooney, are you afraid of him?
Afraid of him? Certainly not. I don't particularly like him. He reminds me of my wife.
Is she efficient, too?
No, she's bald. Well, let's get to work. Say, how many letters do I have to send out this month?
All right, let's see. What have we got here? One office, one executive, one secretary. Good.
Yes. You'll find nothing wrong in here, sir.
Everything looks fine, except... What is this water cooler doing over here? Thought I wouldn't notice it, huh? It should be over there.
That's where it used to be.
Who's the idiot who moved it?
She is.
Well, I had a perfectly good reason.
Don't sputter. If the water cooler is by the door, every time the door opens and closes, there will be an influx of air. The draft will change the temperature in the water, and you're not thinking, Mooney.
No, you're not thinking, Mooney.
Well, I'm doing the best I can.
Oh, well, don't be. Gee whiz, I know that, baby. Relax. As a matter of fact, at the main office, we all think you're very good. Good.
Oh.
We even have a little reward for you.
Oh, what's that, sir?
The key to the executive washroom.
Oh, thank you.
I knew you'd like it. And one other thing, Mrs. Mooney, I'm going to take your secretary away from you.
Oh, you don't have to do that, sir. No, sir. You have done enough for me already. What time do you want her to report to your office?
She's already in my office.
No, sir. This is my office.
Not is. Was.
Well, if you use this, what am I going to use for an office?
I just gave you the key. All right, man, I want you to keep a careful record of any messages I might get. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm going to lunch. I'll be back in precisely 7 minutes.
Yes, sir.
This water cooler, I wanted it moved. It's still here. When I give an order, I want it obeyed. When I want it moved, I want it to move. All the time, move when I say it. Hold it. No free blotters. Stop that, ladies.
He reminds me of a sergeant I once knew. Better move this thing, I suppose.
Well, I'll help you.
Haven't you helped me enough already, you Benedict Arnold, you?
Oh,
well, I
Mr.
was just
Mooney,
trying to do...
I didn't
You
mean
don't have to
anything
do
by
things
that,
like
for
that.
I am glad to say I've only been here 2 days, and already you're beginning to shape up.
Beginning to shape up.
But there's still plenty of room for improvement.
Room for improvement.
Mooney, there's a spot on your tie. May I say that? Sloppy.
Mooney, sloppy.
I know that some of you resent my making you coming in earlier than usual, but remember, time is money.
Yeah, the early bird catches the worm.
A penny earned is a penny saved.
A stitch in time saves 9.
Never put off for tomorrow what you can do today.
Birds of a feather gather no moss.
He who hasn't... Birds of a feather gather no moss? I mean, what is that?
That's efficiency.
Oh.
I put 2 proverbs together, sir. You see, birds use moss to build their nests. People deposit money in banks to feather their nests. So it's a good slogan for a bank. Birds of a feather gather no moss.
By George, I think she's got it.
Thank you, sir.
Now, you can all learn from her. In only 2 days, she's absorbed my methods of management. I'm going to my office to rewrite my report. Take over, Red.
Yes, sir.
I'll take that.
Right, Chief.
And watch everything. Keep it going right.
Right.
Hold that! No free blotters. Watch that.
All right, now, hear this. Things are going to be different around here. There'll be no more goofing off. When I give an order, I expect you to jump. Jump. Do you hear me? We're going to work as a team. We're going to put our best foot forward. Our noses to the wheel and our shoulders to the grindstone. All right, everyone, to your post. Go.
May I speak to you, Mrs. Carmichael?
All right, what is it, TM?
Well, Mrs. Carmichael, in all the years of our association, I could never get you to do even your own work, let alone extra jobs. But in just 2 short days, Mr. Caston has turned you into a human dynamo. Why?
Well, because, TM, Mr. Caston has taught me the meaning of efficiency. He gave me ambition. He gave me my get up and go. Mr. Caston has taught me the power of positive thinking. I can be anything I want to be. Success goes to the worker, not the shirker. Do you remember the story of the grasshopper and the ant?
The grasshopper and the ant? I've been so busy, I've forgotten about the birds and the bees.
Back to your job, TM. Go, 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 go. All right, open up. Open up. Here we go. On your toes, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. Good morning. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. Oh, hi, Mary Jane.
Lucy, are you all right?
Sure, why?
Well, you were gone when I stopped by your apartment for breakfast this morning.
That's right. I left at 6:30. You know, the early bird catches the worm.
What worm? All I wanted was toast and coffee. Lucy, you know, something's happening. You're so different.
I've turned over a new leaf, Mary Jane. I've learned in order to get anywhere today, you got to move, move, move. By the way, I'm going to have to call off our bowling date tonight. I'm working late.
Oh, well, can we go tomorrow night?
Sorry, I'm working late tomorrow night, too.
Gee, Lucy, I never get to see you anymore. How about lunch today?
Okay,
Oh, I'll pick you up at 12.
but I have to be back by 12:14.
14 minutes for lunch?
That's right. I'm entitled to 16 minutes. But yesterday I took 18, so now I owe them 2.
Lucy, you better stop washing your hair with that soft water. It's seeping into your brain.
Fred, how's everything going?
Oh, fine, sir. I'd like you to meet my friend Mary Jane, Mr. Caston.
Well, I'm glad to see you, glad to see you. I want to tell you, you're lucky to have a girlfriend like her. She knows her way around the business world. She has a bright future.
Thank you.
She's going to get ahead.
I hope so. She needs one.
Friend?
Mr. Caston, sir, I'm sure you'll be pleased to know that Mr. Grantland called. The Grantland Toy Company is transferring all of its business to our bank.
Well, good.
Yes, furthermore, they are going to borrow $1 million.
Bad.
What do you mean bad?
How do we know they'll be able to repay their loan?
Oh, they're in very good financial condition.
Then how come they have to borrow money?
Good. How come they have to borrow money? Good thinking, Red. How about that?
But they're a very good risk. I've seen their financial statements.
But did you see their factory?
Yeah.
How do we know they're running their company efficiently?
Yeah, how do you know that? If you didn't see the factory,
didn't
how
see
do
the
you
factory,
know that they
how do
are
you know they're
running
running it
anything
efficiently?
efficiently?
Will you hold
How
it?
could you...
Will you hold it? I say a few things once in a while, too. Now, before we lend them money, we're going to run an efficiency check on their factory. Come with me, Red. Come.
Right. Try not to make any more mistakes while I'm gone.
That's fine, Wendy. Good girl. Okay, Betty.
Ordering 1 blue poodle.
1 blue poodle.
And this is the department that we're very, very proud of. We've combined our shipping department with our hobby horse assembly line. Hobby horses are a big profit item with us.
Got that, Red?
Hobby horses, big profit.
Yeah, you might say this is the only business in the world that you can make money horsing around.
Ordering 1 dump truck.
What was that voice?
In addition to assembling the hobby horses, we send the other toys into the shipping department when they're ordered.
Aha. What's this? Where? Where are they going? Where?
They're taking a 15-minute coffee break, and they deserve it.
What a way to run a business. Mr. Grantland, you must be off your rocker.
Grantland off his rocker.
What do you mean?
Coffee breaks, 4 girls to handle a line like that. 2 of them can handle it, but even one.
Even one.
Well, Mr. Caston, if you can show me a way to run this operation more efficiently, I'd appreciate it.
Your worries are over, baby. Get behind that assembly line, Red.
Get behind me?
Now, just get into this and get in there.
Well,
Do as I say. Get in there. We'll show them how efficiency is run.
yes, sir, I am, sir.
You have no
Grantland,
fear.
you're wanted in your office.
Oh, will you excuse me? I'm needed in my office.
Have no fear. Caston is here. Just a minute. Mr. Grantland, will you have him turn on that conveyor belt? Turn it on again, will you? By the time you get back, we'll be running this thing smoothly. Show you what efficiency really is.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Granny. Go ahead, Red. You're on your own. Make me look good.
Yes, sir.
You can handle it, baby.
Yes, sir.
Just don't panic.
No,
They
sir.
make a big deal out of it. They put 4 broads on here. They need 1.
Yes, sir.
Good work. Good. Look at this. Perfect, baby. You're going to make me look good. You're doing fine.
Yeah, it's not hard, sir.
No, you got it perfect.
They went that away. 1,
Fun with the work. That's the way to do it. Look how efficient you're
Oh,
moving.
here comes another one.
And you'll handle it beautifully. Atta girl. You're doing fine. I can teach you brain surgery in a week. Doing beautiful, baby.
Thank you, sir.
I think this will make a good investment for the bank.
Good. I hope so, sir.
Doing very well, baby.
You certainly have bright ideas, sir.
Well, I got a bright girl. I get a bright idea. You're doing
Thank
fine.
you. Oh, here comes another one.
Good girl. Right the first time. How do you like
Ordering one fire truck.
fire truck?
You want the fire truck?
Where's the fire truck?
Oh, here's one right here.
Good girl. Put it on the assembly line.
Beautiful fire truck.
You're doing great. That's it.
Ordering two mama dolls.
Now, what's a mama doll, honey?
Well, it's a doll that says mama.
Well, find it. Where's the mama doll?
Here they are.
Good
Mama
girl,
dolls,
doing
mama
fine.
dolls, mama
You have
dolls.
4 girls. You're doing it all by
Wait a
yourself.
minute, wait a minute.
Tail,
sir.
tail, 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 tail. Tail, tail, tail.
Yes.
Very good. Head, head, head.
Oh, baby.
Head, head, head.
Ordering
No, no,
one
that's a tail,
jack in
tail.
the box.
Yes.
What did he order?
Yes, sir.
He ordered something.
What'd he say?
He ordered something.
What?
What did he want?
What'd he say?
Ordering one jack in the
A
box.
jacket.
Jack in the box.
There it is.
Oh. Okay, you got Jack in the box?
Don't open it. Some stink. Don't. All right,
Yes, sir.
Ordering two teddy bears.
2 teddy bears.
Yes,
There's
sir.
the teddy bears.
There they
Good
are.
girl.
Yes, sir.
Doing fine,
Make
Ray.
that one red teddy bear, one yellow.
Now you're on your own, kid. Figure this one out by yourself. That's too much for me. Good girl, good. Put the tail in. Don't forget the tail. That's very good. You're doing
Ordering 6 yellow hound dogs.
6 yellow hound dogs. Where are the hound dogs, honey?
Well, they're
hound dogs.
they're up there
ordering
someplace.
6. They're hound dogs. Where are the hound dogs?
These are yellow.
Well, get them if you can get them.
Good morning, Mr. Carmichael.
Good morning, Mr. Mooney.
Any messages?
No, sir, but I have the morning mail.
Oh,
Here you are.
thank you very much.
Oh, Mr. Mooney.
Is there something else?
Well, yes, sir. I just want to tell you how happy I am to be working with you again.
Well, thank you, thank you. It is nice to have the bank back to normal.
Yes, Mr. Caston may have been efficient, but he certainly made everybody a nervous wreck.
Oh, he did indeed.
Oh, by the way, sir,
Yes?
this top letter is from Mr. Cheever, and you have to initial it and send it to the main office as soon as possible.
Thank you very much. I'll do that. There we are.
Would you like me to deliver it for you, sir?
No need for you to bother. I'll have the messenger take it over. Boy!
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir. What is it, sir?
Take this to Mr. Cheever's office. They want it as quickly as possible.
Don't you worry, sir. I'll hurry. I'll go as fast as I can. I'll just run.
Go! Run! Quick! Out! Quick! Now, Mrs. Winkler, I'm not the type of man to high-pressure anyone into making a hasty decision, but I'm sure you'd be more than satisfied if you give our bank a chance to handle your late husband's estate.
Well, I appreciate your interest, Mr. Mooney, but I think I'd like a little longer to think it over.
Of course.
And now I must be getting back to Pasadena.
And remember, Mrs. Winkler, our bank offers more than just business relationships. With us, you would be treated as a friend and a member of the family.
Well, I must say, Mr. Mooney, I like the way you make a person feel so sheltered and protected.
Well, that's our policy, you see.
Mr. Mooney.
Yes? Oh, Mrs. Winkler. Are you all right?
Yes, I'm all right.
Oh, I apologize for my secretary.
I'm terribly sorry. Please forgive me. Oh, my heart is still pounding the way you sailed across that desk.
Oh, my dear, forget it. I rather enjoy a little action once in a while. I'm so tired of having Boy Scouts always trying to take me across the street. Good day, Mr. Mooney.
Oh, good day, Mrs. Winkler. Oh, it's so nice of you to take it that way, really. Thank you so much. Mrs. Carmichael, do you realize Mrs. Winkler is a very important potential client?
Well, yes, Mr. Mooney. I said it was an accident. I just turned...
What are you doing with all that junk anyway? Did you come here to work or to try out for the Olympics?
No, sir. The girls here at the office loaned me all this stuff to take to Lake Arrowhead tomorrow.
Oh, yes, I almost forgot. Tomorrow is my vacation.
You mean my vacation?
When you're not here, it's my vacation.
Who's winning?
Well, I was just getting a little practice.
The personnel office sent me over to see Mr. Mooney's secretary.
Oh, well, that's me. I'm Lucy Carmichael.
Hi, I'm Audrey Fields. I'm going to be replacing you on your vacation.
Oh, fine. Well, Mr. Mooney just stepped out, and I'll be glad to introduce you to him when he comes back. Won't you just sit down?
Well, maybe while we're waiting, you'd show me around and tell me what my duties are.
Oh, well, it's just the usual secretarial work, answering the phone and typing letters and filing and things like that. And if I can do it, anybody can.
Now, tell me about Mr. Mooney. Just what kind of a boss is your employer?
Well, let me put it this way. He's more boss than employer. He yells a lot.
Uh-oh, one of those, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that a man like that can be handled with tact and diplomacy.
Oh, well, that's just the way I handle Mr. Mooney. I have found that the best tact and diplomacy is just yell right back at him.
Mrs. Carmichael!
What do you want?
Well, I'll tell you what I want. You're supposed to put addresses on letters before you take them to the mail room.
Yes, sir.
I'll be glad to help.
Who's this?
Oh, that's Miss Audrey Fields. She's going to replace me during my vacation.
Oh, how do you do?
How do you do, Mr. Mooney?
Please, sit down.
Thank you.
Well, tell me, Miss Fields, have you had much experience in this sort of work?
Oh, yes, sir. My last position was as private secretary to the president of the North Atlantic Trust Company.
Oh, private secretary to the president. Well,
Yes.
you must have been with the company for quite some time.
No, not really. Actually, when I started, the situation was rather similar to this one. I replaced a girl who went on her vacation, and Mr. Grant was so pleased with my work that he kept me on. And by the time she got back, I had assumed so many of her responsibilities that they made her my secretary.
My, isn't that interesting?
Yes, very.
Well, now it will be a pleasure having someone with your experience around here to help us.
You know, Mr. Mooney, you remind me somewhat of Mr. Grant.
Oh, I do?
Uh-huh. Of course, he's a bit older.
How old is he?
At least 40.
Oh!
You know, Mr. Mooney, now that I see how young and attractive you really are, I'm really sort of surprised that this office is furnished so, conservatively.
Conservatively?
Oh, yes, Mr. Mooney. Now, for instance, these lamps. They're really terribly ordinary. Today, people are going in for fun patterns and lamps with a message.
Lamps with a message.
And now, let me see. The rug looks like it's in good shape. Maybe shampooing it would bring it back to life.
It is a little dead, isn't it?
And I think that we should move my desk just a little closer to yours. And then we'd still have plenty of room here in the middle for a nice informal arrangement, something cozy and warm, huh?
How about a love seat with an incense burner?
Hardly.
Well, I like your suggestions very much, Miss Fields, very much indeed. Mrs. Carmichael?
Yes, sir?
Before you go to lunch, will you get in touch with an interior decorator?
Yes, sir?
Make sure we get someone very avant-garde and modern.
Oui, madame.
And get someone up here to shampoo this rug and bring it back to life.
Yes, sir. There's nothing worse than a dead rug.
Oh, and if anyone calls, I'll be out to lunch.
Yes, sir?
Now, there's one more thing.
Yes, sir?
Are you interested in lunch, Miss Fields?
With you? Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Now, come on, Lucy, stop worrying. Wait till you see these kooky outfits I borrowed for you from the studio. All very high fashion. And look, honey, this is the wig Audrey Hepburn wore in the picture we saw. You know, some nights you can be a brunette just for kicks.
Well, Mary Jane, I appreciate all the trouble that you went to, but I just think I should call Lake Arrowhead and cancel my reservation.
Oh, Lucy, all year long you've looked forward to this trip. Now, don't blow it just because some girl's taking your place at the office.
That's just it, taking my place. She's the type that could con Mr. Mooney into making my vacation permanent.
Mr. Mooney wouldn't allow a thing like that.
Ha!
I know you two have your differences, but Mr. Mooney's loyal. If he wasn't, he'd have hired a good secretary a long time ago.
Well, you're a big help. Anyway, she's more than just a secretary. She's one of those tricky chicks. You know what she is?
What?
She's a one-woman Peyton place.
Oh, you make her sound like a real femme fatale.
Yeah.
What does she look like?
Oh, nothing special. She's about the same age as me when I was younger. She's attractive, but not beautiful. Her figure's okay, but not wow, you know.
Well, so what are you worried about? She's just a girl.
I know, but she's so good at it.
But, honey, Mr. Mooney's not going to be taken in by someone like that. He's a respectable married man.
He's also at the dangerous age.
He's past the dangerous age.
That's worse. Men go from dangerous to desperate.
Lucy, I tell you, you're just letting your imagination run wild now. Why don't you go up to Lake Arrowhead and stop worrying about your job?
Look, I'm not just worrying about my job. I don't want to see Mr. Mooney led astray by some designing woman.
Is there anything you can do about it?
Well, I can stay around where I can keep an eye on them and see they don't get too cozy.
Lucy, you're supposed to be on a vacation. You can't be seen hanging around the bank.
Well, now they don't have to know it's me that's hanging around the bank.
Lucy, no, not another one of your kooky capers.
Well, all I know is I've just got to protect poor Mr. Mooney from that menace. Well?
New paragraph. Confidentially, I think my approach to landing the Winkler account is far superior to Mr. Cheever's old-fashioned fuddy-duddy way. By the way, where did these flowers come from?
Oh, I brought them. I thought they'd make your office just a little more cheerful.
Our office?
Oh, Mr. Mooney.
Oh, they smell lovely.
I was hoping their fragrance would help overcome the aroma of Mrs. Carmichael's perfume that seems to linger on.
Oh, how? Is that her perfume? I thought that was insecticide.
Good morning, Mr. Mooney's office. Oh, the interior decorator is here.
Good.
Send the decorator in, please. I I just know you're going to love all the ideas I have for your office.
Our office, remember?
Ciao. I am Margot of Margot's Mad Mod Interior.
She has a mad exterior, too, if you ask me.
Won't you come in?
Thank you.
I'm Mr. Mooney's secretary.
Oh, you must be that lovely Mrs. Carmichael I spoke to on the phone.
No, Mrs. Carmichael is on vacation. I'm taking her place.
Mr. Mooney, Mrs. Carmichael sure thinks the world of you. Yeah, she said you were so kind and considerate and so loyal. And oh, by the way, how's Mrs. Mooney?
Fine.
I'm glad to hear that.
Would you mind if we got on with the decorating?
Why not?
Over here, I thought we should have some very bold masculine drapes. A pattern that would reflect Mr. Mooney's personality. Maybe something in an animal motif.
How about something with a stripe down its back?
Yes, stripes. Stripes are very in this season.
Yes, they're way in.
And over there,
Where?
we thought that we should have a very important painting.
Like what?
Something that art lovers can communicate with.
No. Well, if it's communication you want, how about a Salvador Dali? Then when anyone comes through the door, they can say, "Hello, Dali." That's communication.
Yes, well, we'll think about that.
No.
Now, over here, I would suggest that we put a nice, cozy little bar.
A bar?
Oh, yes, Mr. Mooney. Nowadays, more deals are made over a bar than over a desk.
True.
I'd like the bar to be made out of something unusual.
Like what?
Well, now, what do you have in distressed wood?
Well, we have some walnut that looks a little worried. Or maybe you prefer melancholy mahogany. Or if you want something really distressed, we have some pecky cypress that's on the verge of suicide.
I know what I'd like.
What?
Maple.
Oh, maple, good. With a beautiful blonde finish to go with your hair.
Oh, aren't you sweet?
And maybe a black base to go with the root.
Well, if you ladies have settled your decorating problems, we have to get back to work.
Oh, well, don't let me interrupt. You two just go ahead like I wasn't even here. I'll just take a few measurements.
Oh, fine. Now, let's get on with our correspondence. Would you read me the last paragraph of that memo I dictated?
Yes, sir. Confidentially, Mr. Kavanaugh, I think my approach to landing the Winkler account is superior to Mr. Cheever's old-fashioned fuddy-duddy way.
Fine. Now, that memo goes to Mr. Kavanaugh, and be sure that this one goes to Mr. Cheever. And don't get them mixed up, because if you do, I am in terrible trouble.
Oh, I'll be very careful, Mr. Mooney. Perhaps Mrs. Carmichael could make that mistake, but I never could.
One more thing. Are you interested in lunch, Miss Field?
With you?
Yeah.
Yes. Thank
Perhaps Mrs. Carmichael could make that mistake, but I never could.
The stock that you mention will be acceptable as collateral for the loan that you are requesting. However, if the loan will not...
Buenos dias. My name is Jose Hernandez.
Apparently, you're here to shampoo the rug.
Apparently, I come to shampoo the rug.
Wouldn't Mrs. Carmichael send someone over here to shampoo the rug when we have important work to do? Now, she is a real bird brain.
Couldn't you make arrangements to come back later this evening?
No, I cannot work at night. At night, I have to see Esther.
Don't you take your siesta in the afternoon?
No, Esther, my girl. Tonight, I have to see Esther.
Oh, really? Shampooing the rug while we are working? What a bother!
Oh, you don't bother me, senor.
I wasn't referring to you. We're the ones with...
Pick up your feet, senora. On the way for Juan Jose.
You go someplace else.
See, Tijuana, but I don't wanna.
Mooney, I want to talk to you about this limo I received.
Yes, Mr. Stever. Yes, sir. What about it, sir?
Well, in it, you criticize my handling of the Winkler account, and you also refer to me as an old fuddy-duddy.
Oh, well, sir. My secretary must have made a mistake in transcribing her notes. I have never thought of you as a putty. Or even a duddy. What I think I said was that you are a ready Freddy.
Well, listen, Ready Freddy. You had better get ready to find yourself another job with another fuddy-duddy. If we don't land that Winkler account...
Yes,
And
sir.
remember, this is a bank, not a laundry.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chicken. Can you explain how this happened?
No, I don't know how it happened. I just came to shampoo the rug.
I'm talking to you! I'm talking to you! Well, Miss Fields,
No, I'm sorry, I don't understand.
this is worse than anything Mrs. Carmichael ever did! Oh, will you stop that silly dancing?
I'm not dancing. I'm just rubbing the suds in the rug.
Rubbing your suds in the rug! Rub them in some other rug! Now, come on! Out of here! I've had enough of this! Out!
Senor, you're bending my enchilada.
Oh, you...
I'm sorry, Mr. Mooney. Mrs. Winkler still doesn't answer.
Oh, well, keep trying. If she takes her account to a rival bank, I'll be looking for another job. Oh, I don't know.
Good morning, Mr. Mooney.
Good morning, Mrs. Winkler. Oh, how nice to see you. Won't you sit down? Oh,
We've been trying to get you on the phone all morning.
Oh, have you really? Well, I was visiting some friends at Lake Arrowhead. Oh, and while I was there, I ran into that adorable secretary of yours, Mrs. Carmichael. What a dear, dear girl.
oh, well, that's very generous of you to say that after the way she sprawled you across this desk.
Oh, nothing of it. She's just a spirited young thing. I was the same way when I was younger. My. This office seems so dead and empty without her.
Oh, my, you are fond of her.
Well, she's my kind of people. I like doing business with my kind of people.
Doing business?
Yeah.
Well, now, I can arrange to have the papers all drawn up for your signature tomorrow.
Oh, will Mrs. Carmichael be back tomorrow?
Oh, I'm afraid not.
Oh, well, why don't you have Mrs. Carmichael call me when she gets back from her vacation, and we'll settle things then.
Whatever you say, Mrs. Winkler. Whatever you say, of course.
Oh, my, she certainly is eccentric.
Well, she'd have to be so fond of Mrs. Carmichael. Oh, she's also very forgetful. Here's her handkerchief. Now, I wonder why she insists on Mrs. Carmichael being here before she'll do business with us. Now, she went to Arrowhead. And I am beginning to smell a rat.
I am beginning to smell the rat's perfume. Now look at these initials, LC.
Lucille Carmine! Now, what in the world could she be up to?
Why, she's here to spy on us.
Well, why would she want to do a thing like that?
She's jealous of me.
Jealous?
Well, as a woman, she's aware of the great admiration that I have for you, Mr. Mooney. Now, what was it you said they used to call you in college?
Speedy.
Speedy.
Ah, so you came back, did you, to get the handkerchief before we discovered your initials?
Handkerchief? What are you talking about?
Oh, don't give me that. Come on, I've had enough of your game.
Mr. Mooney. Oh, you don't know what you just did.
Mrs. Carmine! You realize what you have made me do?
Yes, I'm sorry, Mr.
Sorry! I not only threw out an important client, I have thrown my entire career out! Oh, Mr. Cheever. Yes, sir.
Mrs. Winkler was just in my office.
Oh,
I don't know what you said to her, but congratulations.
congratulations.
Yeah! She wants you to handle her account personally. She says you're the independent, no-nonsense type. She likes your spirit. Says you remind her of her late husband. Splendid, my boy. Splendid!
Mr. Mooney? See, I'm lucky for you.
Well, it's lucky for you that things turned out the way they did.
Yes, sir.
Where are you going, Miss Fields?
To Arrowhead. I've had enough of this kooky joint. Speedy.
If you're stuck for a secretary, Mr. Mooney, I can take my vacation some other time. That is, if you still want me to work for you.
Well, there's one thing I have to get settled first.
What's that, sir?
Are you interested in lunch, Mrs. Carmichael?
With you, yes. Is this gate 7?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, is this where Flight 74 comes in from the east about 12:01?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, my girlfriend's on that plane. Vivian Bagley. I mean, her name used to be Vivian Bagley, but now it's Vivian Bunsen. She got married again.
Flight number 74 is now coming in for a landing.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, isn't this exciting? Oh, look, someone's hanging out of the plane. It looks like Viv.
Why, that's the landing gear.
Flight number 74 will be unloading at gate 7.
Oh,
Oh, miss, where are you going?
I just wanted to be back there. I thought it would be very nice if I was right there at the bottom of the steps when Viv came out of the plane.
I'm sorry, miss, but you can't go out there.
Oh, well, I won't be in the way. There's plenty of room.
Well, it's not a question of room. We've never had anyone run over by a plane. We'd like to keep it that way.
Oh, well, those are the rules. But I just can't wait to see Viv. Oh, I've got so much to talk with her about. You know, we haven't seen each other for over a year. There's Viv! There's Viv! Viv! I just got the plane with Viv. I wish I was flying. I don't know how I stayed away. Have you had breakfast?
Oh, no. I just had lunch.
Oh, I forgot the difference in time.
Oh, I love it. Now that I'm in California, I'm 3 hours younger.
Oh, and you look it.
And you just look absolutely wonderful.
Thank
and
you.
you're working for Mr. Mooney.
How about that?
How is he?
Same as ever.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear it. I thought California would agree with him.
Oh, I'm dying to hear about your husband.
Oh, and am I dying to tell you about him?
What does he look like?
Well, he's handsome.
Yeah.
He's tall, and he's got dark hair, and he has blue eyes.
You're kidding.
No.
Oh, my gosh. Oh,
he's
that's
so
marvelous.
strong, and he has lots of character. Just hates those marriages where the wife tries to run things, doesn't want the woman running things at all.
Oh, he's the boss, huh?
No, I am, but he hates it.
Same old Viv, that's what you are. Here, let me carry this for you. Gee, oh, boy, that's heavy. What do you got in here?
I bought you a present.
What?
A big bag of oranges.
Good morning, Mr. Mooney.
Good afternoon. I'm glad you finally got here.
Gee, have I got a big surprise for you?
Oh, please, no games. Not on the day
Now,
as
wait
busy
till you
as-
find out who came to see us.
But you-
Surprise!
Hello, Mr. Mooney.
Oh, my. What?
Mr. Mooney, I asked Viv to come here because I didn't want her sitting alone in my apartment all day waiting for me, so I didn't think you'd mind if she waited until I finished work.
Well, not at all. Not, of course, you must excuse us. We have a lot of important work today.
Oh, don't mind me. Just go right ahead.
You sit right over here, darling.
Okay.
And you put your bags right over here and take off your coat. And here's
right.
a magazine that I just know you're going to love. There's some wild things in
Oh,
here.
righty.
Mrs. Carmichael,
Yes, sir.
Will you bring your ledger over here,
Yes,
please?
sir. Yes, sir.
Now, will you refer to page 44?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, now, 44.
Oh, Lucy, look at this gown.
Look at that. That's the one, Viv. Is that too much? Of course, you have to have the figure for it.
Oh, say, did you notice I've lost a lot of weight? I'm down to a size 12, and that's without my girdle.
Yeah, I sure did notice. I noticed that on the way home from the airport.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we never had that much room in the cab before.
Since I got married, I just stopped eating between meals.
You did?
Yep. I just eat my 6 meals a day now, and that's it.
6 meals?
Uh-huh. I have to keep up my strength. If I don't, it gets a week I can't eat. And if I can't eat, I don't have the energy for those singing lessons.
Oh, you're giving singing lessons?
Not giving, taking.
Oh, how wonderful. How you doing?
Oh, wait till you hear me.
Not here.
All right, Mr. Mooney, but I want you to hear me before I leave town.
Oh, I want to hear you, Viv. I want to.
My husband refers to me as his happy little canary.
Ah, that's cute.
Cute. 150-pound canary?
Oh, Viv, would you like a cup of coffee?
Oh, I'd love to have a cup of
You
coffee.
don't mind, do you, Mr. Mooney?
Oh, it'll be just like old times having a cup of coffee with you.
Oh, and I got so much to ask you.
Oh, and I've got so much to tell you.
Have you?
Mm-hmm. Before I left home, I went to the beauty parlor and I picked up all the local gossip.
Oh, wonderful.
Anybody wants me, I'll be out in my car.
Oh, Mr. Mooney, aren't you going to stay and have coffee with us?
You're right. He hasn't changed a bit.
He sure hasn't. And I'm so glad he's gone. Now we can gossip all we want to. Tell me about everybody.
Well, now let's see. When I was in the beauty parlor, I heard something about Helen and Joe Walton's son.
You mean little Herbie Walton?
Yeah, you remember him?
Certainly. I was at his high school graduation.
Well, he came out here to go to college.
Yeah.
And I heard
Yeah, what? What did you hear?
I heard that all he does is hang around that Sunset Strip.
Yeah.
Well, they said he just got so he looks very unusual.
Like what?
Well, he's got hair down to his shoulders, and he's got a guitar hanging around his neck. And he wears a watch in his ear for an earring.
Well, never mind that. Tell me why he looks unusual.
I just told you. He's got hair down to here, and he wears a watch in his ear like an earring.
Well, on the Sunset Strip, everybody looks like that.
Well, maybe you folks out here in California are used to things like that, but oh boy, if his mother ever hears what happened to him.
Do you mean Helen doesn't know?
No, she doesn't go to my beauty parlor.
Well, maybe we better get up on that Sunset Strip and straighten out little Herbie before his folks hear about him.
Oh, now, Lucy, there's nothing we can do.
What do you mean there's nothing we can do? We can try to talk to him.
Oh, his generation lives in a kooky little world all their own. They don't want to talk to us.
Well, maybe he would talk to us if he sees us up there on the Sunset Strip and he thinks that we're his own kind.
Now, Lucy, we're outsiders. He wouldn't talk to us. Besides, I didn't come here to butt into anybody's business. I came here to see the sights.
Well, then you got nothing to worry about. You're going to see the Sunset Strip, and believe me, girl, that's a sight. They'd be this far out.
Oh, boy.
Did you see that kook with his beard in curlers?
Yeah. How about that character with the bare feet and the braided toes?
I think I look just as ridiculous. I don't see why I let you talk me into this.
Because we want to find Herbie Walton, don't we?
Well,
maybe one of those weirdos knows where we can find Herbie. But remember, they don't trust outsiders. Let's act like we're one of them. Come on, just pay no attention.
Hi.
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 what's your name?
Hi.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi.
Oh, hi, I'm Vi.
I'm Luce.
Lucy?
That's short for Lucy.
First time you two chicks making a scene?
Yeah.
You belong to some cycle outfit?
Yeah.
Which one, the Cobras or the Sharks?
The Bloomer Girls.
Bloomer Girls? I never heard of them.
It's an undercover outfit.
Well, what are you doing up here?
We're looking for a guy named Herbie Walton.
Yeah.
Herbie Walton, huh? What's this cat look like?
Well, he's got long hair and a guitar, and he wears a watch in his ear like an earring.
Oh, yeah. You mean Itchy. Yeah, Itchy usually makes a scene around this time. So stick around. Beautiful.
Thank you.
He was talking to me.
Say, Harry.
Yeah.
Take a look at those new rules and see if I'm allowed to tell her to get her foot off my motorcycle.
It says here it's okay if you take your hat off first.
Excuse me, miss. Would you please get your foot off my motorcycle?
Ah, cool it, Buzz. Cool it. Don't jabber it. Don't jabber it.
Don't jabber me. Don't jabber me.
Get your foot off my motorcycle.
Cool it, man. Cool it. All right. Cool it. I'll call the fuzz.
Yeah.
I'll call the police.
Now, cool it.
Don't blow your stock, pussycat. Don't blow your stock.
Oh, Lucy, I'm gonna get out of here. I want to go home.
No, wait a minute. We want to find Herbie Walton, don't we?
Well, I don't know.
Look. There's a lot of coops going into that club across the street. Let's start in there. In the Harry, eh? Yeah, that should be a good place to find a guy named Itchy. Oh, now, don't jabber me. Don't jabber. Don't blow your stack, pussycat.
Sit and watch. What are you, some kind of squares?
What do you mean, squares?
Nobody comes to the Hairy Ape to sit and watch. Either you swing with the in-group or you're out.
All right, man. Cool it. We swing pretty good. Cool it.
Yeah, don't blow your stack, pussycat.
Yeah.
Don't
This is the in-group, huh?
If anybody back home saw me in this can of worms, they'd kick me out of the garden.
Just remember, we gotta act in or we'll be thrown out.
Will it be?
What do you have? Can we have a menu?
We don't have menus. If you don't see it on the tablecloth, we ain't got it.
We'll just have some coffee.
Okay. 2 muddy splashes. Do the arrow?
The arrow?
Yeah.
No, we don't do the arrow.
How about the rooster?
The rooster?
No, we just made this scene. We don't know any California dances.
What kind of dancing do you do?
Well, I can do the lighthouse.
The lighthouse?
Uh-huh.
can do the chipmunk.
The chipmunk?
Yeah.
See, that was really cool.
Let's cut it.
Walk away.
All right. We got a little impromptu entertainment. Got a new cat that wants to try his wings here at the Harry 8. Itchy Walton. He'll accompany himself on his own kickbox.
Isn't that awful? Look at that hair. And his father, a barber.
No wonder he's itchy.
I'm going to sing my own composition, Lament to a Small Town. I come from a small town with grassroots, blue serge suits, and turkey shoots. It's Squaresville, man, like New Moon Hay, or Groundhog's Day, or Friday night at the PTA. Yeah, the dialogue's dull as dull can be. They say things like, long time no see, or howdy, neighbor, golly gee. Yeah, or a village fool when he blows his cool will come on with a, by Jiminy. Well, I split these scenes before my teens. Had to take my leave on Christmas Eve because I sealed Santa up in the chimney. Yeah. I could hear him shout that he wanted out as I grabbed his sleigh for my getaway. On hipster, on swinger, on playboy, on bunny. Let's get to the city and go for the money. Merry Christmas.
The worst thing you ever heard?
Yeah, and it'll probably sell 1 million copies. Oh, Itchy, that was groovy, man, groovy.
Yeah, we dig you, Cat. We'd like to buy you a splash.
Yeah, sit down, have a splash with us, Itchy.
Yeah, groovy, groovy.
You really come from a small town, Itch?
Oh, you better believe it. A place called Danfield. Real Dullsville.
And when did you make up your mind to leave there?
Well, a while ago. Then I came out here with all these cats and I dug all this swinging action.
Well, don't you miss your parents or ever think about them?
Well, you know, they're okay, but that mom and dad scene is really a drag.
Yeah, it's a drag.
Not that they should be stamped out or anything, you know, but that Maggie and Jiggs action is pretty hard to take.
Maggie and Jiggs? Herbie Walton, you ought to be ashamed of yourself talking about your parents like that.
Herbie Walton?
Yes.
How do you know me?
I'm Mrs. Bunsen.
Mrs. Bunsen? From Danfield?
Yes, and this is Mrs. Carmichael. Maybe you remember her. She used to live there.
In Dullsville.
Well, yeah, sure, but what are you two doing here?
Yeah,
Like this?
We're trying to find you, Itchy, and bring you to your senses.
Oh, well, now, Mrs. Carmichael, I was just putting you on.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I thought you were like all the rest of these characters, and I didn't want anybody to get wise to me.
Get wise to you?
Wise to you about what?
The hair and all this jazz. You don't really think I turned out to be one of these kooks.
Well, then what are you doing here like that?
I'm just getting some material that I need for a thesis.
A
A thesis?
Yes, for my psychology class.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Oh, believe me, I can't wait to take this wig off.
Oh, it's a wig. Oh, well, are we glad to hear that?
Listen, will you do me a favor?
Sure, what?
What time is it?
10:30.
Oh, my gosh, I gotta be cutting out.
What?
I mean getting back to the dorm. But it
Oh,
was
the dormitory.
Nice to see you.
Oh, I'm so glad we found you, Herbie.
Good luck with your thesis.
Oh, thank you. Oh, when I write Mom and Dad, I'll tell them I saw you. But I won't tell them how you looked.
Oh, no. Thank you. Well, now, aren't you glad we came? Everything turned out just fine.
Yeah, for once, one of your crazy schemes didn't backfire. Come on, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Now we'll continue with our impromptu entertainers. Hey, Red! Do either of you chicks chirp?
Yeah, my friend does.
What friend does what?
You. I want you to chirp. Sing a song.
I couldn't sing here,
Sure
Lucy.
you can.
I don't want to sing here,
You
Lucy.
said that you wanted me to hear you sing.
Well,
Now,
I was
come
thinking
on.
of the Hollywood Bowl or something like that. No, I couldn't sing. I gotta have somebody accompany me.
Well, I'm just dying to get my hands on this git box. Now, what are you going to sing?
My best song.
Well, what's that?
I dream of Jesus with a light brown hair.
Hey, wait! You two here! Come on, you two, this way. The wagon's waiting outside.
Well, what's a rat?
The curfew law.